Boy, a lot can happen in 24 hours, I'll tell you. Yesterday, it was just yesterday, I did a report on North Korea and their nuclear buildup and how these weapons are possibly coming from China. But here's the thing. Just in 24 hours, it shows you the power China has. I shouldn't say little. Kim, the leader of North Korea. I don't know why I said little. He has went to Beijing, and this has changed everything. It shows you the power China has. Kim confirms denuclearization of Korean Peninsula from China. In fact, he's going to be making a trip. He's going to be traveling all over the place, all over the world, I guess. This says a 3-day visit served to renew the bilateral relations, which have soured over the last years as North Korea's pursuit of nuclear weapons has led China back sanctions from the United Nations. The issue of denuclearization of the North Korean peninsula can be resolved if South Korea and the United States respond to our efforts with goodwill, created an atmosphere of peace and stability, while taking progressive and synchronous measures for the realization of peace, Kim said. Well, this just shows me, like I was saying in my program last night, how China is the real key to all of this. How those missiles and how China and Korea are linked together like this. I was saying that last night and in my show. And my show, I think my show was, for the most part, correct. But if China takes the initiative, and it looks to me like this meeting is all about China taking the initiative now, the situation de-escalates. And I must, what's the word I would use? I'm fishing for a word here. I think it's a good thing. I'll just simply say I think it's a good thing that China and Korea are working together now to de-escalate this situation. The situation was totally different just a couple months ago, where it looked like we were heading headfirst into an inevitable, absolutely inevitable war. Now, the situation looks, honest to gosh, I will tell you, I was the biggest skeptic of them all. But, and I thought China would never, and Korea would never back down on this, and that we were going to go into a new Korean War for absolutely certainty. So this is astounding news to me, that Kim has confirmed denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. This is absolutely astounding news. I never thought this would happen. This is really absolutely great news. I need to congratulate China. This is really good. You know, if it actually comes to pass, and it looks to me like generally when China makes a decision on something, like they've made a decision on this, generally it does come to pass. Generally they follow through. The Chinese tend to follow through on their decisions, and the North Koreans do too. And so denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, I am absolutely kind of shocked. You know, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will be denuclearizing the Korean Peninsula. China confirmed Wednesday. Oh my God, this is big news. And this is great news for the whole world. So I wanted to come on here this morning because this is such big news and it's such great news. It's actually, I'm happy about this. Because even though I've been reporting on North Korea for ages now, watching the build-up, realizing that it was leading to war. And a lot of people thought, hey, you know what, Glenn's a warmonger here. He wants the Korean War to erupt and everything else. No. I didn't want the Koreans to get to the point where they would have the power to blow up North America. And they were heading toward that point. In fact, very rapidly. But now it looks like they're going to back away. And they're going to denuclearize. So who do we need to worry about now? Well, I'll tell you right up front. If the Korean Peninsula actually does denuclearize, which is amazing, absolutely amazing, I'll tell you who we need to worry about now is Iran. Because Iran is going to take, they've got these enrichment devices that'll enrich uranium. And they're going to start, and they've got the warheads. And honest to gosh, this is where my channel is going to focus next. Because this is the next hotspot that's going to start to get heat up. So if North Korea starts to cool down and denuclearize, I got to start keeping my eye on Iran. Because the Iranian deal, they've had a deal with the United States, and they were not going to enrich uranium. That deal looks like it's going to come to a sudden end. We have sources. I did a story on it, and it looks like the deal is going to come to a sudden end. It looks like Iran's going to start enriching and is going to start building thermonuclear weapons. And, of course, this would lead to a buildup of thermonuclear weapons just on the other side of the border of them in Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to have to start studying up on this situation, doing research into it, and find out what's going on with Iran and reporting on this. If North Korea continues to denuclearize, well, I'll just settle back and I'll keep my eye on the North Koreans and keep my eye and see what's happening. But it looks like Iran's going to be the next hot spot. So listen, I got to keep my eye on it. Thank you guys for listening. And this is really good news. For a change, we get some good news. So, in a little while, in an hour or so, I'll be doing the financial report. So, this has been a special report this morning, and just to update on the situation on North Korea, because I'm absolutely amazed and astounded of what's happening in North Korea. This is actual breaking news on North Korea. And so, bye-bye, you guys, for now.